Hey Taurus, this is Alicia with Twisted Tarot, here to do your December 2018 Twin Flame Tarot reading. Thank you everyone for all the likes, shares, subscribes, everything, comments. You guys are awesome, amazing. You make my work, you make this so awesome. And I'm so glad I can give to you guys, and you guys are amazing in showing your love and support for me. So thank you so much. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am kind of a new channel here on YouTube. So I am an intuitive reader. For most of you that already watch me, you know. So if you see a card here and you're like, oh my gosh, that's not what that means, and because I say something different, again, intuitively I'm picking up on other messages. So the traditional tarot, I take that into account when I'm reading, but there's going to be other messages that come through as well that I'm going to be picking up on. And, you know, if I say the wrong sign or I don't say a sign, it's just because I'm in my groove, and sometimes I just forget to shout that out. So I apologize ahead of time if that happens. It is general, so, you know, take it how it resonates. If it doesn't resonate with you, then just leave it. If you're like 5 minutes in and you're like, this isn't my story, 10 minutes in, whatever, you know, there are tons of other great readers on YouTube here. So, what else? Oh, also, I do personal readings. The link is in the description box below. I don't just do twin flame readings. I do any question you want, so let me know if you're interested. There's a Facebook page. You can like me and like the page and follow me there. Sometimes I post other content, contests, things like that as well. So, Taurus, yesterday I laid out all your cards and I was ready to read, and I was starving, so I went and I ate lunch, and I could just tell that maybe you guys need more fuel, like maybe your energy might be a little low. I know that mine was just at that time right as I sat down to the table, so some of you I may be picking up on that energy for some of you. Also, if you are cross-watching, you're more than welcome. That's completely understandable. You know, that the messages may be reversed as well. So if you see one side and you're like, that's not me, that's my twin, just reverse it. That's fine. I'm bringing in a lot of energy, so sometimes it flip-flops. And, you know, I watch videos like that and it flip-flops and things like that. YouTube goes by likes, like hit the like button, guys, so other Taurus watchers can get my video out there so that I can help them along their path. They don't go by views, so if you watch it and you don't like, it doesn't get recycled in the videos on the side. So like it, please, please. Another reader mentioned that, and I was so grateful that she did, because I was like, what? I thought it went by views, and it doesn't. So just make sure to like it if you can, please. I would really, really appreciate that. And if it resonates or doesn't, whatever, you know, leave your comments. Like, I appreciate all the feedback possible. So if you hear that crunching in the background, that's my cat. He likes to eat while I do my readings, so I apologize for the crunching. All right, so let's get into your reading, Taurus, and I will, I'm going to chime my chime over here and clear out the energy. So if you are wearing headphones, you might want to take those out. Nice. Okay. So one thing I want to mention is I just finished up the Sagittarius reading, and I would highly recommend that you guys watch that reading as well. Even if you're not dealing with a Sagittarius, it may be related, because I had a twin flame card come out in there that was Taurus. I also had Pisces, but excuse me. The reason I say that is because when I was picking your cards, it told me to take on your side 2 more sets of 4. I normally do 3 rows of 3 for like 6 decks. Here. So it told me to take more, and in the Sagittarius reading it told me to take more for Sagittarius. So if you're dealing with Sagittarius or you're curious how it relates, I would watch that video, because it seems like it could be relevant. Here, let's see. And if you do watch my videos, you know that I break them up into 2 videos. So this side is your energy, the right side is your twins' energy. So this will be the first video will be yours, and the second video will be your twins. All right. So I do astrological cards to see who your twin might be, who you could be dealing with. I let Spirit help me pick 2 cards. And if your card doesn't come out, it doesn't mean that that's not your twin or that's not your twin sign, like only if the cards come out. No, it's just a specific message for those of you that those signs come out for you. So just keep that in mind. All right, Spirit, who is Taurus's twin? Okay, we got 2 cards. Weird. You could be dealing with another Taurus or another Sagittarius. Okay, so like I said, watch that Sag reading. There's a reason it came out, and you could be dealing with another Taurus. So that could be another reason why we've got these cards, these extra cards here in this reading and then in the Taurus reading. So, all right. Also another card, what was another, yeah, okay, that was it. Yeah, okay. All right, first card we have for you, Taurus, is Mother. We have that reverse, though. So the shadow attribute is smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. So this could be you or it could be someone around you. So if you're a mother, could be that energy that you're bringing in, but it could also be that kind of hovering around your children, maybe being hypercritical. Don't shoot the messenger. It's just the way the card came up. Basically, it's stating that to be more nurturing, more caring, but maybe putting some distance. So not being so helicopter mom is what it's kind of stating here. So giving your children some more space, do things more independently. Think of them as like little almost adults, where we have to let them kind of learn their own lessons and do their own thing and become independent so that they can move out into this world and be an adult and be able to make their own decisions. So it could be that, just could be that you're feeling like you're not able to be a good mom at this time. Like maybe you're struggling with that. Maybe it's like, I got to do everything. I have to have the career, the kid, take care of the kids, the laundry, the everything. You know what I mean? Being a mom, you know, and it just may be overwhelming at this time for some of you. So keep that in mind. Or it could also be your mother. So your mother may be in your business all the time, calling you, creating drama, maybe putting in her 2 cents about how you should raise your children, etc. If you're not a mother, it can still apply here. It just means that you may just be in that energy of just feeling like not very nurturing, not very not feeling very patient or having unconditional love, the type of things that a mom, you know, like a mom who's semi got it together, like none of us have it together, you know, like I'm a mom and I know I'm just like, it's like a shit show here some days. I'm just like, wow. But you all know that. So it's just that energy. So keep that in mind, even if you're not a mother. Next card we have is Goddess of Creation. We've got transformation, creativity, and wholeness. Awesome. So yeah, this is you feeling very sexual at this time, and very, very creative. You may be creating art with your body, or you may be taking pictures. You know, it could be naughty pictures, could be for your husband or significant other or a person that you're dating or girlfriend or whatever. Just feeling very sensual, feeling very good in your body, feeling very secure with your body as well. So, and going through like a transformation as well. So you may be changing your hair color. You may be going green. You may be going blue. You may be, you know, mine's red. Can't really see it, but you know, the bottom's red. And I went through like all the rainbow of colors. So it could be something like that, and you could be wanting to change your appearance, change your clothes, get a haircut, things like that. So really interesting. I feel that very much in your energy of who you are. So it's bringing you to a place of wholeness is what this says, is feeling whole, feeling comfortable in your own skin. So that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. Next card we have is Devotion and Nature Spirits. Beautiful. So what I'm picking up from this card here is that you may be, some of you may be, just for some of you, you may watch the sunrise or set, and you may be very, very devoted to your religion, to nature, to the spiritual realms. So this you may be very in tune with animals, maybe very in tune with nature, maybe hikers. For some of you, I see like hiking up in the mountains. I see that's very relevant here. So for some of you, it's definitely an energy. Very interesting. Yeah. I'm devoted to who you are. Like you've now putting yourself first, and you're devoting your time to yourself and devoting more self-care is what I'm hearing for some of you. That's also another message. Spirit is super duper funny. Okay. So the next card we have is Devotion. So again, this devotion that you have, like I said before in the card before, it's like a double meaning here. This is like devotion, but you also have devotion to your twin. Like you're devoted to your twin. Like most of the Taurus I know, they're very loyal people. So when they love you or they choose you or you're with them, they're very loyal creatures. So they're very devoted. You're very devoted to your twin is what I can see. And you hold a candle for them. Like a candle still burns for them, whether you're together or not, whether you're in separation, things like that. And I also see that when you're out in nature, you connect with them in that way. So that's really beautiful here. Oh my gosh, you guys. Next card we have is the Three of Cups reversed. So could be a third party situation, could be other people involved, could be like your first. I know this isn't normally what this card would stand for. Keep that in mind. Again, it's intuitive, but what I'm feeling is that for some of you, you may be introverts, or you may be in that energy of being introverted. So you're not really going out, you're not really having a lot of fun. Maybe you might just be kind of doing your own thing, getting some things done in your life, maybe paying bills, exercising, whatever, those type of things. But it's showing that that you're not celebrating, or you're not reuniting, or maybe you want to reunite with your twin here. It's kind of that energy. Could also be that for some of you, and I'm not picking up on it heavy yet, but I'll let you know, but for some of you, it could be that you don't want to be a part of a third party. So if that was created in your dynamic with your twin, or something in your life that's causing kind of issues, again, that doesn't have to be a person. A third party can be anything. It can be a job, it can be a friend, it could be a situation, money type stuff, not even related to the job stuff, things like that. So it could, for some of you, be that that you're not really. Some of you are just kind of doing your own thing, and you're kind of isolating yourself. Some of you, just don't want to be a part of a third party situation, and you've removed that from your dynamic. So that's interesting. So maybe some of you have gone through a breakup as well. So maybe with the soulmate, or that type of energy is here. So take it how it resonates. And we'll do some clarifying on the cards on the tarot cards as well. The first card you want to say to your twin is, I'm not the same person that you remember. So yeah, if you guys have been in separation, you may have been doing some work here. You may have matured and grown during this time frame. So that's really beautiful. I apologize. Sometimes I get into the reading and I forget to pick up the cards that I need to. So one of the main energies, so I want to kind of stop it here. One of the main energies that I'm finding here for you is the mutual energy is the Eight of Pentacles. So that's putting in a lot of work. Could be a student, an apprentice somewhere. Could be a project that you're working on at work. It could be a passion, but definitely working towards something. And this is the mutual energy between your twins. So you may, excuse me, maybe working on this connection, but we'll clarify that as well. Interesting. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so the next card we have is prostitute. And again, I don't read these cards. I mean, we see a girl there with like lots of money. That's not necessarily what it means. So keep that in mind. It doesn't mean that you're out there selling your body, you know, for money. For some of you, you may be models. That is another, you know, with that Goddess of Creation card here, I am picking that up very strongly, that you could be a model. You could do Playboy. You could be, you could just do kind of beautiful nude photos and get paid for that. So it doesn't necessarily mean you're a prostitute, but that energy is present. And what that means is accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. So yeah, for some of you, not all of you, but the way that you utilize the talents that you have, you have no shame about that. Like if this is the way that you want to earn your living, it's like, who cares? So if you're a stripper, who cares? Like, I'm not judging. I don't care. You know, so for some of you, that's just the energy I'm feeling here. So for some of you, you very well could be strippers. You could be call girls. You could take nude photos. You could be a celebrity where you know, have to be on movie screen where you're nude, but you get paid for that. But it's not sacrificing who you are, because it doesn't take away from who you are. It's stating that you made this choice and you are still in your own power with this type of energy. So it doesn't necessarily mean that all of you will fit this this dynamic. Of course, this is probably for a small portion of you, but it's just saying that, you know, however you decide that you you know, want to, you know, earn your money, or, you know, that's your business, is how I see it. You know, it's not my business what you do, you know, at night or whatever, etc. Or, you know, that you're very comfortable with your body and showing it off, and, you know, you get paid for that. Well, you should get paid for that, because nobody should just be gawking at your body for free is what I'm saying. So there's that. All right, the next one we have is the message. Positive news, positive outcome. Yeah, so you may receive a message from your twin, or you're receiving, again, messages from the divine about your connection, and whatever it is, it's a positive outcome. We've got a dove here, so maybe a message of love here from your twin. Could just be we'll see more what it relates to, but there's some type of news that's coming that's going to be really positive, and it's really going to change your outlook, is what I'm seeing here, for the better. So let's see what that has to do with epiphany and higher self. Okay, so you may come to some type of epiphany about maybe like, oh, I'm a twin flame, holy shit, like that could be one of them. Your higher self may also be showing you what your spiritual path is, or another direction in your occupation as well. So keep an eye out for that. It's almost like there's little messages that are going to come through that are going to be like these aha moments for you. So yeah, really special here. That's interesting. Free will. And again, you have the free will in any situation. So you all know that, most of you know that tarot is not, it is not a set in stone type of, excuse me, of occupation, if you want to call it that. I consider it that. So basically you have the free will to change, to do what you want to do, to take on whatever you want to take on. It also is telling you, again, that with whatever path you have the path to choose wherever you want to go to change the story. So whatever I say is only a possible outcome. It's only a possible path. But you and everyone around you has the ability to change that. You have free will, and they have free will to make any choice that adjusts this type of energy. So keep that in mind, that nothing is set in stone. All right, we have the Seven of Wands reversed. Excuse me. So this is the free will to not communicate. So you may be taking some time away. For some of you may be taking some time away from this connection. Your twin. You may have you may have received messages from them that, you know, are positive and kind and happy and warm, but you have the free will whether you want to communicate or not. And I'm seeing that there's a lack of communication here, or maybe, and some of you may decide to open up to your twin, especially if you've gotten out of a third-party situation, or they have. You may decide, okay, well, maybe I can communicate, but that's your free will. You have that choice, you know, to decide what you want to do with the information that you're going to receive. So that's interesting, and we'll clarify that as well, along with the other tarot cards here at the end. Next message you have for your twin: is it possible to forgive and forget? Okay, so for many of you, if you did have a third-party situation here, you're wondering if you did something that wasn't very kosher to your twin or in the twin flame dynamic, or if you just ghosted them and stopped talking to them, which is it could be very possible for some of you that either you or your twin did this. Excuse me. That you're wondering if your twin can forgive you for this, for what you've done, what you've said, this type of energy. So, this may be the epiphany that you get, like, oh crap, like I need to apologize, or I did something not so good, so maybe I need to, you know, maybe I need to ask for forgiveness. Maybe your twin, or you, excuse me, wants forgiveness from your twin. So it's it could be very, very relevant for some of you. Next card we have is Visionary. Light attributes: capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. So this is very similar to the Sagittarius reading, the twin side of the Sagittarius reading. So what I'm picking up here, same thing as I said in that same video, because it's very relevant here, is that if you are a Taurus currently watching, or this resonates with you, that it's possible that you have the same exact gifts as I do. So you may be on a spiritual journey. Excuse me. Obviously, if you're here, you know about twin flames. You may have started the journey, or you may be interested in what this even means, what a twin flame is. So it may be that you do the same thing that you do tarot, that you are psychic. Maybe you are a life coach or an intuitive coach, things like that. And you help others. So I found this really relevant in the Sag reading. So I would take a look at that if I were you. So basically, you could do this for a business, just like I do. So it's telling you that you have intuition, you have higher power, and it's asking you to recognize that, especially with this epiphany and higher self, is listening to your higher self about what your path is, and it's kind of trying to guide you, is what I'm seeing, to this spiritual path. So yeah, very interesting. And then we have Sacred Earth Mother, a message of love. Yeah, so again, there's that message here. There's two message cards here. Even though it's called Sacred Earth Mother, it says a message of love, and then we have the message right here. So you want to communicate your message to your twin, or you want your twin to communicate with you. So maybe you come to this epiphany here, and your higher self is like, you got to talk to your twin. You got to tell him something. You can fix this, like, you know, and again, you have the free will to decide if you want to do that. But yeah, it's this message of love, like your heart chakra is open, and you want to communicate that, or you're feeling that message of love from your twin in your heart chakra, in those areas. So, you know, keep that in mind. That could be very relevant for some of you. Okay. All right. Next card we have is Imagination and Inner Child. So it's kind of guiding you in that same direction. Very similar again to the Sagittarius reading, but expressing that to kind of look at this connection like you would through the eyes of a child, or become more childlike, and use your imagination to imagine what things could be like with your twin, or you know, this type of, you know, getting this type of energy of this lightheartedness, of this ability to get into your heart space with your, you know, that tap into that inner child that you have, that innocence, that freshness, that newness, that ability to be silly and fun and crazy and just go out and, you know, have fun like a child would, is what it's saying. So that's really beautiful here. Next card we have is pause, but it's reversed. So it looks like at some point you weren't sure about your path or this connection, but now it's saying that you've unpressed the pause button. So it's like you're now going to start moving forward in this journey, or you may get this epiphany about your twin or who your twin is, and you may move forward with them. You may unpress the pause button. So you guys may be in separation, and you may have been stuck or on pause and nothing's happening, like frozen on a TV screen, and then you're like, I think I'm going to play now. I think I can move forward now. So there was something about this that had to be put on pause. Could again be related to a third party situation. Again, doesn't have to be a person involved. Oh yeah, Queen of Cups. You want to offer your love. Yeah, that's the next card. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So yeah, definitely could be involved with the Queen of Cups. Could be a mother figure, or you are a mother figure and you are in that energy of the Queen of Cups, and you want to offer your love to your twin after this time frame of where you come out of pressing pause, and you're still devoted to them. A lot of these cards are just really, really positive. They are such good cards here is what I'm seeing. And maybe it's like, okay, now I can send that message. Now I can communicate. I wasn't able to communicate my love before, and maybe it was because you were in a relationship with someone else, and that had to come to an end, and you were in no communication or low communication because of that. So that's very interesting. For some of you, that could very much be the case. Another message you want to give your twin. I wish I could take back the things I said. Yeah. So there were probably some things that were said to your twin when you were together that, that weren't good. You know that you didn't mean them, or you just said them out of the heat of the moment, and you want to say, I wish I could take it back. Wish I could go back in time and put my foot in my, not put my foot in my mouth, just like not say what I said. So that's very relevant for some of you. Next card we have is Judge, and it's reversed. So shadow attribute is offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. Okay. Oh, all right. So for some of you, that's exactly what that means. Is sometimes I've known Tauruses, and this is just an observation, and I'm not trying to be negative here, but I am picking it up from this card. I do know some Tauruses that they don't offer their criticism in the nicest manner. A lot of them can be very cutting, almost like a air sign would, or like a fire sign would when they're kind of pissed off. But they just kind of it's like word vomit, and their criticism isn't always constructive. It's like one that I knew, she would say to me, yeah, I really don't think you should wear that shirt because your stomach is, I'm just, that kind of stuff. And so it's needing to be careful, of that type of energy here, because it can be affecting your connection with your twin, your connection with others, that you may just be saying some things that, aren't exactly in the nicest manner or aren't used constructively, is what I'm saying, is what I'm hearing. For some of you, it also is that you are in a position of power and you're misusing it. And so Spirit is telling you, like, you need to get back into this justice, this justice and this fairness, and also not to harshly to judge others based on what you see. There's more going on below the surface as well. So it is stating that as a block in your connection. For some of you, not all of you. If it doesn't resonate, put it away. If it's not you, no problem. Another message you want to give to your twin. I need more time to figure things out. Yeah, that's why there was this pause here. Yeah, there's definitely this pause here. And there's something that you're still trying to figure out when it comes to your twin. You're still trying to figure out the situation. Maybe you're still trying to figure out that you are a twin flame, or what the hell that means, or how to do the work to get back into this connection. So maybe you got spooked and you're the runner in this dynamic, kind of seeing that energy here on this side. So yeah, we'll definitely get some clarification throughout the reading and see kind of where your twin is at as well. But yeah, definitely could be that you're not ready for this connection, and that's okay. I know twins that just aren't, and some are in other relationships, and that can be why they're not ready for this. It just can be that, you know, you meet your twin and you're both in relationships. Some I know that are both married, so, you know, keep that in mind too. Okay. All right, so let's do some clarification here, and we'll get more into some of the cards that I'm seeing. All right, so let's clarify the overall energy between you and your twin, the Eight of Pentacles. All right, Spirit, can you give me some energy on the Eight of Pentacles, please? I'm going to shuffle. All right. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here? Why is the Eight of Pentacles here? For Taurus. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here for Taurus? Two of Wands reversed. Okay. So, again, I'm seeing that some of you may not want to, or didn't realize, sorry, I'm trying to communicate this. So for some of you, you could not decide what direction you wanted to take on this path, or that was where you were, but now you've decided what direction to go. And so maybe you've decided that you put in all this work, but you got to a standstill and you're like, what do I do? Can I continue on this path? For some of you, it's like, okay, now I know who my twin flame is. Now I know what path I'm going towards. This one is more like, I don't really know. I'm trying to pick between these two wands, like the path without my twin, the path with my twin kind of energy. And this is like, okay, I figured it out. I know which direction I want to go. After like a pause, after some stagnation here. And of course the Seven of Pentacles is like a pause. It's kind of a stagnant energy. So now it's like figuring out you'll eventually figure out what direction you want to go in. Interesting. Okay. And could be also for your twin, is deciding, trying to figure that out too as well, or waiting for one of you to figure out which way you're going to go. Are you going to go towards this connection? Are you going to go a different route? Are you going to go with the soulmate? Like, what are you going to do? So it's definitely relevant here because it is mutual energy. Okay. Next card we have, and we'll clarify, is the Three of Cups reversed. Excuse me. Why is the Three of Cups reversed? Okay. So we have the Emperor reversed and the King of Pentacles. Okay. So could be two men involved, an Aries, and we have Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Could definitely be your energy if you're male. It doesn't have to be. But what I'm getting from this is there was competition here. So competition for your twin. So maybe an Aries was competing for your twin, and like an Aries male, maybe an older man, or maybe your twin was married, but not to someone who was all that, or you see them as being like the Emperor reverse, like being a dick, really, like just being like kind of like that shadow attribute here, like how do I express this? Manipulative, angry, tyrannical, what else? That type of energy, like controlling energy. So it's very possible that's, and I do strictly see this mainly as two men fighting for the same person. So maybe fighting over a female. These are very heavy male energies, so it's very possible. It doesn't have to be, but it could just be two energies as well. So male or female. King of Pentacles could be you, like you see yourself as stable and the better man, like the better choice. But maybe you're waiting for your twin to break up with that Aries in order to come towards you, or you to come towards your twin, is what I'm seeing. But this is almost a past energy here, is what I'm seeing. So maybe you see that your twin was in, for some of you, an abusive relationship. It's very possible that it doesn't have to be an Aries card necessarily for that Emperor. It could just be the energy that I'm picking up on is abusive. So it could be that you saw your twin in an abusive relationship, but you're like, I can't save you. Like, I'm the better man. Why aren't you picking me? Or I'm the better woman. Why are you not picking me? Like, you know, clearly I can take care of you. You know, King of Pentacles, I can take care of you. I have my pentacles. You know, I have something to offer. I'm stable, you know. Yeah, definitely Taurus card here. So for some of you, that's what that third party means. All right, we have the Seven of Wands reversed. Sorry, too many cards. Why is the Seven of Wands reversed? Okay. All right, so again, I'm getting this as a past energy where it's like a lack of communication. And it's because we've got the Queen of Cups reversed and the Knight of Pentacles. So, hey y'all. So sorry about that. My video froze. So to clarify the Seven of Pentacles reversed, we have the Queen of Cups reversed and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So, and then that follows the Queen of Cups upright. So maybe in the past, the Queen of Cups was emotionally unbalanced and wasn't able to offer her love in the way that she wanted to. And her offer is like the Knight of Pentacles here. And you are moving away from this Queen of Cups energy. Like you're moving away from this, maybe she was being manipulative as well. Maybe this queen, again, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, was not willing to give her love to you. So you're moving away from that in this energy. But the Knight of Pentacles is slow. He's kind of like, I don't really want to move away from this energy, but I'm slowly moving away from it. Like, I'm slowly taking my offer and I'm moving away from it. And the reason being is because you want to offer this pentacle to the Queen of Cups when she's upright, when she's balanced, when she's nurturing and loving and kind and that type of energy. But you wouldn't be communicating that. You may not have communicated that to her. You may have been like, I'm out, you know, and just slowly moved away from this Queen of Cups. So that's what I'm seeing here. Queen of Cups is very heavy in the Sagittarius reading. So could be, this is what I'm going to say for some of you. Could be that there is a Taurus involved, a Sagittarius, and a Pisces. Just putting it out there because it was very heavy in the Sag reading. So it could be this is why this third party is involved here. And for some of you, the Emperor here is an ex-husband. Just for some of you. Okay, so we got the Queen of Cups up right now, so that's magical. So it's like wanting to offer your love. You may not have communicated that you were moving away from this Queen of Cups at some point. Maybe kind of your heart was moving away, or you weren't financially offering anything or anything stable to this queen at the time because of this energy, or you felt like you couldn't offer your love, so that's why you weren't communicating. So you weren't going to communicate with your twin if you couldn't offer love to them. And again, the Knight of Pentacles is so slow, and it's Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. So your energy as well, Earth energy, but moving so slow. So either moving away slowly, or just kind of like this very back and forth kind of energy. Maybe I'll stay, maybe I'll go. You know, but I'm not. And like other tarot readers have explained, Knight of Pentacles is the one that's like getting drunk in the square and he loses the map to get where he's going type of shit. Like he's just like not reliable. He's not reliable. But he's a slow moving energy just the same. He does have something to offer. He has a message or he has something to offer. But whether he gets there or offers it depends on him. And again, there's that free will here. Depends on you. All right, so Queen of Cups. Oh, goodness. Okay, sorry. Not going to take it yet. I haven't quite gotten it all out, Spirit. Okay, just a second. Okay, Queen, can I get some energy on the Queen of Cups, please? I'm going to lose all my cards. Can I get some energy on the Queen of Cups here, please? Yeah, they want to come on. Okay. We have Nine of Swords. Okay, so Queen of Cups is no longer stressed out, up at night, anxious, trapped in her thoughts, his or her thoughts, just an energy as well. And is more balanced now. So she's not feeling like her emotions are unbalanced anymore. So it's now, she's now feeling upright and good and positive and loving. And so, or it may be you, that now you're not trapped in your thoughts about this anymore, which is not really what I'm picking up on. It's more of your twin possibly, or whoever this Queen of Cups is. Could just be a soulmate energy here. But you may now just be like seeing her de-stressing and moving away from this energy that was trapping her. And so now she's looking like pretty good. Queen of Cups is looking pretty dang good. All right. That's interesting. All right. So last card we have, it's your fortune. That's beautiful. And it's like when you eat your Chinese, then you open your fortune cookie at the end. And you guys got star, you and your twin. Hard times are over. Look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. Yeah. Definitely. That's what I'm seeing here. Is now that this Queen of Cups is definitely leaving behind this type of energy that is so negative, low vibrational energy, and maybe even a third party. Now you see her as being emotionally stable, being able to offer you unconditional love, or you can offer her or him unconditional love. So that's beautiful. Yeah, there's definitely happiness and positivity. So that's beautiful. Awesome. Well, fantastic, Taurus. I'm so glad that I got to do your reading. And stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to do your twin side, and we'll get the energy on your twin and get that rolling. So, and again, I highly recommend that you watch the Sagittarius reading because I think they are very much linked. So, I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year if you're in the States. If not, I wish you a wonderful December, and we'll see you for your January videos.